Sagole Swagwake, I'm Trish King, your current tribal treasurer, and I humbly seek your support for re-election this July. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the transition team for providing questions for the candidates to present to you in this format. I'll first read the questions and then I'll answer the questions individually. So the first question was, how can the Business Committee ensure the Oneida Nation is sustainable for future generations? I think by creating and protecting our funds in our general reserve, as well as defining or redefining our priorities and making sure that our services have value to our membership, and then bringing our people together more often to make greater decisions on what our future will look like. These things, I believe, will build our recovery plan. The second question is, what are your top 3 priorities for the Oneida Nation? Mostly just what I stated: rebuild, redefine, and redesign. As we work through these 3 processes, we refine what's important to us, we find the value that's necessary, and we prioritize our nation's goals so that they can be measured. And then we rebuild. We go through the processes of building our nation together. The third question is, what specifically would you do to ensure the Oneida Nation is prepared for future economic and health crises? There are a few things that I would like to list. The first is to develop a tribal law that would require at least 1 full year of operational costs to be in a reserve account. This reserve account would only be used and eligible for any type of extreme emergency, such as what we dealt with in this pandemic. The next thing is to begin now. Utilize what we learned from our systems that we had to go through in regards to healthcare products and our security and safety measures. Learn from those practices, refine them, and implement them in a way that for our future in the event we get through this again. I would like to also encourage our leadership as well as our membership to begin thinking about partnering with others. That we are in a stage right now, and will be for the next 3 years, of where we cannot continue to do things all on our own. We need the help of others. And finally, I would revise the budget management and control law to be a support or an administrative rule for a new Treasury law that's adopted by the General Tribal Council. The fourth question was, lastly, any other concerns you wish to address? Our financial advisors have informed us, as well as other economic advisors, scholars, that it will take us at least 3 years to recover from this pandemic. Now is the most critical time where we need each other. The leaders need the people, and the people need the leaders in order to work together to build and recover from the harm that was created from the pandemic and rebuild our nation. Yonko.